Hi, how's it going, folks? I'm Scott's Dragon, and this is Art Survival Evolved, my beginner's guide. And welcome back to everybody, and hope yous are all keeping well. So we'll get the formalities out the road first. If you enjoy the series, enjoy the videos, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribes are always most welcome and most appreciated. Leave me a wee comment, let me know what you think of the series and how the series is. And how you're finding art altogether. Also, hit that notification bell so you don't miss an episode. Right, now that's the hard bit out of the road. We have planning having a busy day today. Basically, we're going to start off by making grapples. So I need to get some practice in with the grapples again. Because one of the caves, we're going to need that for one of the caves. Don't think we'll be doing that cave today. We may run some other caves, but in between that, we've got a lot of stuff to get done, and a bit of breeding to get done. So I'll carry on yabbering while I'm working, while I'm doing bits here. So, right, I need to find my grapples, find out where the grapples are. Let's see, weapons, ammo, there they are there, right. CP, fibre, metal ingots, thatch, and arrows, that's fine. Yeah, so we're going to make up some of these first, and that gets these out the road and gives us plenty of stock. As you see, we've got tons and tons of blueprints. Couple of hundred, no I don't need a couple of hundred. I think it's only one arrow per grapple in it. Make it go for 100 then. So, yeah, basically a lot of the pre-mades and that all came from like farming the blueprints over in Rag. We've had a couple of pre-mades actually over on this map, which has been not too bad. But I have been having slight issues with the caves. There's nothing spawning in them. Basically, it's a well-known problem. Unfortunately, it's never been addressed by Wildcard from what I can gather. So it's something single player, when you're playing single player, you've got to put up with. You can try several things, dino wiping and that. I've did a dino wipe. I haven't been back in yet. I'm hoping there's another method. Somebody says activate the cave and then come back out and wait for about half an hour, and it should spawn, everything should spawn back in. But we've had one or two good loot drops from the easy cave, which was a flat chest piece. It was a really good one. So a red drop, so that was good. Can I be starving? I've just done a meat run. What else do we need? Scissors? No, we don't need scissors yet. I don't need a haircut yet. Metal ingots, cement paste, thatch. I knew it was easy stuff. I do my usual. Just grab a couple of handfuls, see what we can make. Yeah, but the farming's still constant, and basically, as I say, I've been running caves galore, so we've got a few artifacts. I will run the caves again, and I will record them. I'm just wanting to make sure there's something in them first before I actually start recording them. It's pointless going into a cave and saying this is this cave and there's nothing in it apart from an artifact, so it's a wee bit shoddy that way if there's nothing there for you to see. Especially the hard water cave. I was in that, went in that, and I forgot I needed a tame at the end of it to check one of the areas for loot drops. And as soon as I stuck the heat through into the cave, I was getting ambushed. A couple of alphas, and basically everything just came for us. My finger was actually sore after it. I wish I'd managed to record it, but I wasn't actually recording for that point. I was actually in just to see, just remind myself actually where all the bits and pieces were. Because if you haven't run these caves regular, you tend to forget where things are, or you get lost and things like that, so it's easily done. Right, we need some metal ingots. We've got some oil cooking up. We're just using up the basil oil that we had stored up from when we were doing the water caves. So we're just turning that into gasoline before it spoils. We have in the basil now. We did manage to get another couple later on off a camera, which is probably about another 8 hours, 7-8 hours trying to find them, which was an absolute nightmare. But we got them. We got one imprinted. We got one imprinted, as I said, imprinted. Absolutely destroys everything. It's spot on. It's perfect. So I've got no fear of going into the water on this thing. And with them adjusting the depth that we can actually dive down to, you've really not got any worries about the depth of the waters now, where before you would take pressure damage, which would actually hurt the basil, which is not a good thing when you're going to be spending a lot of time in the water and stuff. What we get there? Right, we get 33, I think. Right, we'll just let them craft away, and we will turn this so we're not actually wasting gasoline. There we go. Get a wee bit of oil. That's fine. I'll just let that in there with the metal. Right. We'll pop this over here. I'll need to mind and go around and fill up all the generators, just to top them up to make sure they're alright. Right, so we are now going to pop up to the breeding. We have a good Thyla, but as you know my preference, I prefer to have everything imprinted, so you get the extra bonus and the extra health melee, so I can leave that open. That'll come in handy. So the Thylacole is basically a gestation, same as the Megatherium, which I've still got to get back to them. I'm trying to hatch these Rexes that I've got, and basically I'm getting 2 at a time to make sure that I'm doing 2 at a time to make sure I get the 100% imprint. So this was one of the event Thylas we got during the event. Wow, isn't that bright? It is cool looking, but right, so we're going to get these breeding, because this is the one we have been using. This is unimprinted. I didn't take its stats and stuff before. It was only 115, so we're hoping the male will transfer its stats over onto a female, which would be handy to get a good female stats, because what's he got? Health 3-5, not the greatest, and 421 melee, which is pretty good. Right, they're breeding now. What we got? 15. Sorry, I don't need to worry about them now. So yeah, so we want an imprinted Thyla for running the caves. I have no fear of going into any cave, most of the caves with this Thyla here, this one that we've been using. But as I say, I prefer imprinted. It gives you extra bonus. Same with RGs. I've got other event RGs which I'll need to get breeding, get some more weight RGs so I can farm for longer. And it means in the long run it's quicker. So with these being gestation, I'm just going to wait. Just going to wait 9 months. Yeah. So I'm trying to think, is there anything else I need to do around the base? No, it's just get these up. Right, I'll bring you back. Okay, so while we're waiting for the Thylas, as you see, I thought we'd just breed the RGs up. To get some colour into basically a general purpose RG. Plus it gives us imprint and the extra bonuses that we require, well, that I like. 16 minutes, 17 minutes, that's fine. So, he's a minute, so instead of using these, because these are both set for Rexes, well actually this one isn't. So, I'll fire these in to incubate, and I can check. No, it's too hot. Way too hot. So temperature controls. Decrease temperature. Let's try that. Still. Temperature control, and we'll decrease it by 10. Right, so we now need to go up by 5. Temperature controls, and increase temperature by 5. That should be spot on. There we go. Perfect. So we'll leave them. Oh, perfect timing. We have a birth. I'll just pick the female up just now. And we will imprint. There we go. Oh, I haven't got any meat with me. Always make sure you're ready and you've got meat in your inventory and that. Especially with Thylas. They can start, the young Thylas, they can starve pretty quickly. I thought I imprinted you. There we are. It says they're twins there, but no. So there we have our little baby Thyla, level 229. 3.5 and 491. I have put his parents away, so I don't quite know. Wow. Are you following me? You are. Dear. Let's see. Thyla. What's that one? 35421. Three five and 491. So I can't remember what the female's melee was, but that's a better melee. Good stuff. We've got 5 minutes for an imprint, and is there any unfertilised eggs about? Always remember and grab up your unfertilised eggs as well. They always come in handy when you're making kibble. Right, well, I've got my hands full at the moment with this wee chappie and keeping an eye on them breeding. And there we have it, folks, nearly just a couple of wee minutes and he'll be fully printed and fully grown up. He also received a mutation, so I don't know if that's to do with the colour or not. But he actually got a really good, it might actually be his melee stat, because it was a good bit increased above the male. It's passive though now. So he did have a better stat than the male, which was the better stat to begin with. So I think that's where the mutations came from. Sad one to him. There we go. So he just needs to level up a bit. We get some levels into him, and then he'll be ready to run caves. Right, so we'll take him. We'll take him with us. Yeah, we'll take him with us back down, and yeah, I think we'll go and get scuba stuff, and we'll go and run the easy water cave. Okay, folks. So the cave, the underwater caves are still glitchy and they're still not respawning. So the surface caves aren't too bad. They do respawn sometimes. So we're just we made some grapples up to run the other cave. We still get all the artifacts and stuff and that, but we'll still get the bosses done. Still need to go and get the tributes and stuff for them. So I'm just, as you see, I'm just running back and forth grabbing a load of metal. And we are going to make some shotgun cartridges. Which means we need a lot of gunpowder, but I've got plenty of gunpowder all made up from the process that we started right at the very beginning of the game, which it all comes in handy now to the point that we are at. So we made grapples there. Got some gunpowder here, I'll just throw it in. Do my usual counting. A handful of this, a handful of that. Right, weapons, ammo. There we go. First of all, we need to make these simple bullets. And then, once we make simple bullets, we can make shotgun cartridges. So we can make 266. So we just make them all. Shotgun ammo doesn't go wrong, especially going into some of the caves. Need to make sure we've got plenty of grapples, but that's 30, 33. Should be alright. We will be taking the water in with us to the caves as well, so we can grab, hopefully, an extra artifact if it spawns back quickly. If it does, then we can grab a couple of artifacts, because I want to actually run the bosses on the gamma level first before I do alpha, just so I can see actually how effective the teams are going to be, i.e. how much damage they're going to take, and basically, as I say, it's the first time I've used Megatherium. I'm going to be using Megatherium for the Broodmother, so it'll be an interesting turn of events. But I'm going to need to grab that basil, and I'm going to have to spend a day going around the map and trying to find an alpha mosasaur or a alpha tuso, so I can get a better fishing rod. There's every possibility might get a saddle via that way, because we ain't getting it from the easy water cave or anything, because the loot's just not spawning on. And there's the beasties.
So we need to get it a different way. I've got some pre-made saddles, and a blueprint for a low-level one, but that's not good for going against the alpha boss. So hence how we're looking for an ascending one. But right, we'll just keep preparing anyway, and maybe one of these loot drops one of these days will give us what we want. I'm trying to think of other maps that the loot drops come in better that we might have a chance of getting. Someone's telling me about the Dodo basketball on Genesis. I'm sure I've had Megatherium saddles from there. Megatherium saddle blueprint, sorry, from there. I may be wrong. Or I may be right. I'm not 100% sure. I can't quite remember. So, I don't know. I may have to take a trek over to Genesis and see if it is, do a couple of the mini games again and see if I can get a saddle. But yeah, it's just annoying, really. Anyway, shotgun cartridges, many can we make? One. Okay, that's not very good. We can only make one shotgun cartridge. I bet you I've used all the metal in making the dark bullets. Yeah, I probably have. That's why it's only letting me make one. Right, so I'll just grab a couple of stacks. Don't want to carry too much. But yeah, well, at least we've got the Thyla bread for the cave. We've got our grapples. Nope. It's not that, it's gunpowder. It's not metal, it's gunpowder we need. That's alright. I got tons of gunpowder. Grab more gunpowder. So I think you need quite a bit of gunpowder for the ratio to bullets off them. I say, I'm never one for counting out everything, saying, oh, alright, I need to get the exact amount for this or that, unless it's something really, really, like, expensive, and if I mess up, then I've got, like, half a map to travel or something. That's the only time I'll really count out, but usually I'll always go for having extra, just to be on the safe side. Right, we can do 177. That should do. I've got a couple of good blueprints. Also, I've got a couple of good ready-mades, so I'll probably go just use a ready-made. Right, get them made up. Right, so here we are. We're over in the kitchen now. Some other wee bits and pieces do want to get made up. For later date stuff. Going to be making some med brews. So we need tintleberries, we've got our narcotics in, and according to the recipe, that's all we need, so let's follow the recipe. Tintos. Right, this is why we've got fridges full of different stuff. I've still got the painting to finish as well, but I've got so much to do, but I've got to do a lot of that off the camera because it would just bore you to tears, especially when I'm only been able to imprint 2 Rexes at a time, and I'm still not 100% sure if I'll use these ones or may do another breeding with the others. There we go. We're making med brews. Easy, simple to make, and very, very good for healing. Tintleberries, bit of narcotic. There you go. Nothing hard to it. Don't know how many rhino horns I've got. Let's just check that. I've made a load of antidotes up as well. Right. Where is it? Structures, weapons, miscellaneous. Nope. Where was that again? There it is. Lesser antidote. It's 3 horns. I think I've only got 2 left. I've used them all. And that's in the game bench. Right, so we'll carry on just making some brews up anyway. We've got our shotgun ammo, we've got our grapples. We do have plenty of crossbows, so we'll have a crossbow for a grapple. We won't need to take a crossbow in, we'll have the shotgun with us, we'll take a sword, we won't need our axes or anything. But yeah, that'll be us ready. I'll leave the Thyla, we'll get some levels into that. I might actually do that after I finish recording. Once finish making med brews, I'll take the Thyla out, get the Thyla all leveled up. Yeah, sounds like a plan. Right, so if you're enjoying the series, enjoying the videos, hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave a message, comment, and let me know what you think of the series and stuff. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss an episode. And I do apologise you didn't get to see going in through the caves, the water caves. But it's pointless taking you in and showing you an empty cave. But we still could do if you wanted. If you want me to do a run through the cave, the easy cave, and don't know about the hard one yet, it might be alright, but I'm not holding any hope for it, to be honest with you. So if you just want me to show the two water caves, I can give you locations for them, and I can do a run through with them if you want. As I say, there's a issue with the respawning on them on single player, so it's a shame. But anyway, take care, stay safe, and we'll catch you in the next one.